Hey everybody, Eric here from Bloat Games. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Monday. my Monday's been a little hectic, just as far as work stuff goes. But I watched a video today that got me kind of thinking, and thought it was a really great video by Ivanmike. One of the things that it was saying is, what would a RPG look like if it was specifically written for me? And it's a pretty long video, and I'm gonna link it below. I definitely recommend checking it out though, and staying with it all the way to the end, because he makes a lot of really great points. And then I sat down and I thought I'd make a response. So I started jotting some notes of what would be a game that if it was written specifically for me, what would that look like? And I've decided I'm going to make this like a part 1, and then come back at a later time and do a part 2. So this is more of just my immediate thoughts, and then I'll do maybe a more well thought out, plotted video response a little bit later. But just some things that I would know, right off the bat is the rule set, or the book itself and the rules should be an easy read. I don't like to read things that role-playing games that feel like makes it feel like work. I want it to be an easy read, free flowing. Also, very easy rule set to learn and to teach. Those would be a big thing for me. I would like the rule set to be one rule set, but be usable for multiple settings. So kind of like with Palladium, what Palladium did with their games through the Megaversal system is, like you can play rifts, so you can play your futuristic apocalypse setting. You can play Palladium, your fantasy setting. You can play Heroes Unlimited, your superhero setting. You can do Beyond the Supernatural and Dead Rain and get your horror games in, and that's all covered under one rule set, one universal rule set. I really like that a lot. So something like that would, if it was written specifically for me, it had to be something that could be integrated into different settings, because I don't always just want to play fantasy. Then lots of art and good design. I really love books that have lots of art. Art is one of the first things that I've noticed when skimming through a book. And if the art is consistent and can set the tone, again, kind of like with Palladium books, I'll go back to Palladium and use them as the example again. Their art was always very provocative. You knew what those worlds looked like by the art that was supplied in the books. So, along those lines, that'd be, that's one of my big things. And then just good design, good way the books are laid out. That goes back to kind of an easy read. If you have things that are important, break them out into sidebars, do different things like that. Very important stuff to me. All right, here's going to be a very big one. Fast combat. I like theater of the mind style play, and I like cinematic combat. What I don't like is like a 4-hour combat session versus a bunch of scrubs. You know what I mean? Maybe have something that's more in depth that takes a while, like if you're fighting like a boss villain or a boss monster. But it shouldn't take 3 hours of your 4-hour role-playing game session to dispatch the first horde of orcs you run into in the dungeon. So fast combat, definitely a must. I want to play characters that are good in nature. So I want the games to set up for heroic characters. I don't necessarily mean like superheroes. It can be a normal person, but someone that has the ability to play something heroic in nature. When I was younger, I used to like, I was like, oh, it'd be cool. Let's play the evil guys. And now that I've gotten older, there's enough evil in the world when I'm playing role-playing games, I want to to be able to be the hero and rescue the person or do something along those lines. So that's always very important to me. I would like the game to have something built into where there's, and this probably goes back to being not too many rules and an easy rule set, but something that shuns away from people playing the Munchkin style game or power gaming. Taking all those widgets, all those type things out, the min-maxing type things. I know you can't do that fully because it's based on who's playing the game, right? But I think eliminating some of the options, it will limit the player's ability to power game or min-max their way through. Also, I'm a big guy for rules versus rulings. I'm very much in the court of rulings. I think the games should put the the options back in the game masters, and that's coming from me being a player versus me just being a game master. I think the game master should have authority to run the game as they see fit, and if you don't like that game master, don't play with the game master. So I think a lot of games now, or a lot of newer games, have the tendency to be to sway too much for player. But and I'm not getting into it. But if it was for me, put it back in the game master hands. Also, I like random task resolution. So I like if a game master can present you with a game, do a roll, make a 6-sided dice roll, flip a coin, something that's easy and quick, and can determine that's random, that can determine what your character does. It doesn't have to be something very technical. You don't need to access 50 rules and charts and add this to this and this and just give me something simple, something quick. So that's going to be the end of my part one. Those were the first things that I thought of. So I mean, just kind of as a recap, a rule set for multiple settings, easy read, easy to learn rule set, lots of art, good book design, fast combat, characters that are good in nature, or the ability to play heroes, limit the Munchkin power gamers, give GMs the ability to run the games, and quick random task solutions. So that's what I got for y'all. And like I said, I'll probably do a follow-up to this sometime. Might not be the next couple days, but as things come to me, I'm going to just continue this list. So again, check out Ivanmike's video. It's really good. I'm linking it below, and I hope everybody's having a great Monday. I'll see you later.